Hey everybody, it's Gary Vaynerchuk. Super excited about this week's wine of the week, the big takeover. It is absolutely an interesting wine from Australia. Super fun for me because I just was in Australia for business reasons in the marketing side. 2014 Bells and Whistles Limestone Coast Red. 13.5 alcohol content, predominantly Cabernet and Shiraz with a little bit of Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot. 96 points, tastings.com. $35 SRP, standard retail price. If you see that from us or on the website, we were super excited about this. We've really taken an interesting, I'm looking at Brandon as you guys often know, we've taken a long, we had this great era of like 2001 to 2004 where we sold Australian wines like every other day. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we've definitely been calmer. I think much to the market's demand and slash evolution, I'm excited about where Australia is because I tasted a bunch of Australian wine on this business trip. And much like what's happening in California, it seems like the wines are starting to calm down. Less makeup, that golden era of like too much fruit, just too much alcohol, just too much disguising. So I'm super excited about this. We were, when did you buy this? So 5 or 6 months ago, I remember when we made the call on this, it was kind of fun. It was like, all right, we got something. And we really have something in our pricing. $19.99 is an incredible price point for a quality wine at 35 SRPs out. We're also doing something really special, 1 day only, 24 hours. Let's 1 day only or 24 hours? What do you want to do? 24 hours. Good, 24 hours only by the case at $17.49, $19.99 by the bottle, discounted for $35, $17.49 by the case. And if you email Brandon at winelibrary.com, there's a special secret 5-case price because I think a lot of you are going to be looking for wines in the teens to give away as gifts and for the holidays. And to be very frank, this is a wine that's in consideration right now for the bulk for our family for Thanksgiving because we don't like to do Zinfandel all the time. We like to mix it up a little bit, and so excited about Cab Shiraz, a little Cab Franc, a little Petit Verdot. On the sniffy sniff, big red fruit, a little hint of strawberries and cherries, and on the palate. Wow. This is something I consider for my wine club, depending on how it sells, right? For like early next year. Super interesting wine, huge, big wine, big fruit, dark blackberries. I get a little black licorice, and I don't mean that Twizzlers crap that's mass produced in America. I'm talking the real stuff that you kind of get in like Helsinki, like that authentic licorice component, little hint of eucalyptus. There's a beautiful like rusted can kind of thing going on. What I literally mean rusted metal. Maybe I'm getting a little too associated with the garage sailing I've been doing lately. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check me out on Instagram. But there is a little bit of that kind of canned oil, kind of that, I love this like kind of like garage, like, like real man's garage. Like, and I don't mean like the garage that like you, Tyler, kind of metrosexual 2018 rolls up and like has somebody take care of your car. I mean like, the man's got like the dirt and the oil in his hands, like ingrained. It's like even if he washes his hands, like it's still there, right? Like a mechanic. So there's a little bit of that mechanic stuff, which I love, that gives it a little bit of that terroir. But that's all really very nuanced for a hardcore wine nerd. What's really at the forefront is beautiful grape. And I always laugh when I say grape. And I didn't do it a lot on Wine Library TV in 1,000 episodes. I said grape like 5 times because every time I said grape in the comments, this is before Twitter, back in the days I did Wine Library TV, everyone's like, grape? Of course it's grape. Like it's made like people would be mad when I used grape as like a descriptor, but like I'm tasting this wine and like, look, I love Big League Chew and my favorite flavor was grape. I love ice pops. I used to eat an entire box of 12 ice pops in one sitting as soon as we got the box. My favorite flavor, grape with orange right there. This has a great, like kind of grape candy kind of thing going on. Beautiful plum, little nice raspberry. Delicious factor through the sky. Little hint of like subtle, what I would call cherry flavored beef jerky on the finish. Gorgeous length. This now is definitely deep in the consideration, and we're probably going to use it. We're going to have a couple. Yeah, we're going to have a couple bottles at Thanksgiving. Sasha, get ready. You're gonna like it because there's like really nice kind of like, what I love about this is that savory kick. When you can give me a wine that has like plum with like, you bite it and then you dip it in soy sauce and then bite the plum again. So I'm getting the plum, I'm getting the fruit, I'm getting a little of the plum skin, which has a bitterness, and I'm getting a soy sauce savory aspect. That's how this wine finishes. What's really remarkable about this wine is I'm still tasting it. We're now, that was probably, you could see it in the video. We're talking like 30, 40, 50 second finishes. That's usually reserved for $50, $60 wine. To me, this is a ripping steal at $19.99, an outrageous deal at $17.49. And if you're really looking to do parties and gifts for the holidays, as we're starting to finally wear sweaters and get a little chillier and people are starting to think about that stuff, or Thanksgiving, email Brandon on the 5-case price. This is a really strong wine. For me, tastings.com gets a little excited at 96 points, but for me, a really firm 92 plus point wine that's extremely well made and extremely well priced while having all the California sunshine flavors that a lot of you love in your California cabs, still having a little of that down under thunder that's super exciting. Really well made wine. It's a really good one, man. You nailed it. I'm super happy with this wine. I hope you will be too, and I hope you have a tremendous Thanksgiving and actually Halloween. Halloween's around the corner. Happy Halloween. You dressing up for Halloween, Tyler?
Yeah.
How old are you?
27.
Still can sneak it in.
Yeah.
Brandon, you?
No.
No. I will be. I'm gonna dress as a Jets player. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a wonderful, wonderful fall into winter, and I highly recommend you try this wine.